Yo, what's going on, everybody? Straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 10 of my Pacers My League, and today we're taking on the Golden State Warriors.
And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you to 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for the Warriors, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. The Indiana Pacers and the Miami Heat. How do you get over a hurdle like Miami has been to Indiana?
Well, Indiana plays them tough as any other team. They just need to have it all come together at the right time. You know, you can't have inconsistency, Ernie. You can't have one great game, one terrible game. Two good games, one bad game. You have to beat the Heat 4 times, and we all know that's tough to do.
Just about game time. Let's go courtside. Here is Kevin Harlan.
So we're coming into this gameplay, I believe, 8 and 11. Still off to a bit of a slow start, and we are without Paul George this game. He... don't remember exactly what his injury was. He just pulled something, though. He's only out for a couple of weeks. So we do have KJ McDaniel starting at shooting guard, and I think Jimmy Butler starting at small forward. And that's going to be a bit more of a challenge for us because we're taking on one of the best teams in the NBA in the Golden State Warriors. They're 17-2 in real life right now, and I think they're playing the Hornets tonight. And or not the Hornets, playing the Timberwolves, I think. And yeah, they are really darn good, and we're missing our best player, so that's going to make it even more of a challenge. But we'll see what we can do. And here's my first freeze frame of the day. I actually have my 2 freeze frames back-to-back right here. Thompson, this is a pretty simple fast break play. Because Thompson goes over to cover McDaniels, it's just a foot race between Butler and Bogan. Butler's going to win that 10 times out of 10. And then here I'm going to freeze frame this because this was such a perfectly executed pick and pop, and this is exactly what the pick and pop is meant to do. Because of the spacing, it's going to force David Lee to either cover Millsap or help out Curry, who's probably not going to be able to get over that screen quick enough. And, you know, if you execute it well, you're going to get an open shot 10 times out of 10. I just love that pick and pop. That was so beautifully executed between Millsap and Moutier. So, anyway, here's Karis LeVert, one of the guys the Warriors drafted in this My League. Did not draft him in real life. Obviously, he's still at Michigan. But he's wearing number 23, and I believe Draymond Green is still on this team and is still wearing number 23. So they have 2 number 23s, which is just great work by 2K. And I've honestly been pretty disappointed with 2K15 this year because I played a lot of NBA 2K14 and got pretty burnt down on it by the end. That's why I was really slowing down with the Timberwolves, my GM, when I was done with that. Or getting towards the end. I was really burnt out in that game. I played it a lot for a lot of YouTube videos and was really not enjoying it at the time. And then when I got 2K15, I enjoyed it for the first couple of weeks, played a lot of my player, but then slowly realized, well, it's the same thing as 2K14. I really don't know what the guys at 2K did all summer developing their new game. It seems like all they did was add a new My Career story and a few new animations and then just slapped a new cover athlete on there and pretty much called it a new game. I mean, My League is good. It's got some new, you know, features and stuff, but like the sliders it gives you on default are pretty garbage, just like any old 2K association where teams are going to be trading their best players for stupid deals and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, I've been pretty disappointed with 2K overall this year. I really don't know how much I'd played if it weren't for the series. I am sort of, I mean, I'm enjoying building this team. Playing the games itself get a little, just tiring because, like I said, I've played the game so much. But I mean, I still enjoy posting the YouTube videos and all that, so don't get worried about that. But I don't know, I just felt like that was a good opportunity to share my thoughts on 2K. Been pretty disappointed this year. I really don't know what is so different about this game from last year's other than the new rosters. And I mean, the gameplay is literally the exact same, and you know, it's only the second game that they're putting out on the new consoles, so I mean, you know, you should give them a bit of a break because they are, and look at that, there's the 2 number 23s. I mean, simple stuff like that is just stupid. That shouldn't happen. That doesn't bother me too much, but it is just sort of, you know, a microcosm of some of the issues in this game. But anyway, you know, you should give it a few years on the next-gen consoles, though, and see what they can do, because, you know, if you guys remember when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came out, like, it took a couple years for a lot of the sports games, especially, to sort of get going on that stuff. Like, if you remember, like, Madden 06 or 07 or whatever the first one was on the 360, the graphics on that were pretty horrible, and the gameplay was not that good, but it got, obviously, gradually better. as the years went on. So, you know, we'll give him a few years, but, you know, in a vacuum, 2K15, pretty disappointing. I don't know, let me know what you guys think of that. And anyway, we're already at the half in this gameplay. Klay Thompson's actually going to hit that buzzer beater right there and give them a 9-point lead heading into the half. And the real issue with this team is offense. I looked at and you'll see in the next video, which I already recorded, and it's sort of why I'm venting, because I was really frustrated playing that game. But yeah, you'll see we are at the point of that video, which is another 10 games ahead of this or so. I think we are like second or third in points allowed, but like, I don't know, probably dead last in points for. So yeah, I'm not really sure where that's gonna come, where that upgrade's gonna come from, because I don't think like adding a bench piece is really gonna help our scoring output go up. I really think it, you know, if we're trying to think ahead of like when we're gonna contend for a title, that progression is going to need to come from Moutier. It might need to come from Jimmy Butler getting a little better, and it might come from a change in the front court. I mean, the front court's probably the, I don't know, the least sure thing we have on our team. I mean, you know, I pretty much had to be convinced by the stream to get DeAndre Jordan instead of Al Horford, and, you know, we got Jordan and now our defense is phenomenal. I'm not sure if our defense would be substantially worse with a guy like Al Horford, but, you know, I think in the future you just might need to get some more offensive scoring from our front court at some point. I mean, you know, Millsap's been fine. I haven't really looked at what he's averaging in the simulation, but when I play with him, I can put up like usually a sort of a low-end double-double, like a 13 and 10 or something. Nothing too special with him. He averages like 18 and 8 in real life. So, but I mean, he plays for a worse team than what we're hoping to be, and he plays for a team with, you know, some less ball-dominant guards, unlike Butler and George, who are kind of ball dominant, and Moutier at the same time. But anyway, here's Steph Curry coming off the dribble, and I think I actually kept Moutier on Steph Curry throughout most of the game. I was sort of experimenting to see how Moutier could do on defense, and I think Curry ended up having a pretty good game. I think in the future I'd probably use Butler on him, and in the next game I actually play the Bulls, and I use Butler and Derrick Rose. So it's a little spoiler for you guys, but yeah, that's the reason I had Moutier, and here's covering Iguodala. I think Iguodala was running some point guard in the second unit. Although they do have a couple starters in there, but no Steph Curry. There's David Lee. David Lee had a really good game today. I think he ended up putting up a double-double. Pretty darn good game. He's been out for most of the year for this Warriors team, although he's coming back soon, I believe. But look at KJ McDaniels. He is ridiculous to use. He is the cheesiest player in 2K. He's not like the best three-point shooter, which is the only thing that would make him like a whole lot cheesier if he was just knocked down. Like 2K13 Gerald Green would just knock down any shot in your face you wanted. And if you try to close down on him, he would drive by and just dunk on your entire interior defense. He's like, McDaniels is like a step down from that, but he is pretty cheesy and pretty fun to use in this game. So we actually got the lead down to 10 at this point. Butler driving to the hoop. He actually gets by the entire defense, closes the gap down to 8. But here come the Warriors on the other end. Klay Thompson with the ball. Gives it to Draymond Green. Green hits Curry coming off a screen, and the closeout was not there. Curry knocks down that 3 in DeAndre Jordan's face. And that's going to make an 11-point lead for the Warriors. Now here comes Curry again. Layup. Gets it to go. Steph Curry just too good. He has been phenomenal this year. A big part of that Warriors team. And there you can see Jimmy Butler falling down. That's always fun. Then Butler is actually covering Curry here. Here is Draymond Green, though, to the hoop. Layup. You know, when Draymond Green's hitting shots like that, you are not going to have a good day. But here come the Warriors again. Curry coming down. They've got it up to 17 at this point, and then the little left-handed layup makes it 19. This game is all but over. We're going to take another L. I'm really struggling with this team. I mean, I don't plan on lowering the difficulty or anything. Although, maybe I should. I really don't know. But I've been playing on Superstar, and, like, you know, if you guys have been around on my channel long enough, you know I used to play on Hall of Fame on this, and then ended up downgrading when I stopped playing 2K as much. And maybe I'm just, I don't know what it is, but whatever. Probably stay in Superstar and just try to figure it out. I mean, I think some of it's just getting used to some of these players. Because we did get better with the team last year as the year went on. And I think, you know, a big part of this is, you know, despite the early on struggles, I do want to maintain some continuity with this team. I mean, I don't know how much it will showcase in the video game, but I know in real life, I mean, continuity is a big part of the Warriors and the Grizzlies' success early on in the season. I mean, those guys have been playing together for a couple of years now. The Grizzlies have been together for, you know, 5-6 years at this point, that core has. So, you know, those guys are playing together now for, you know, 4th or 5th season, and that sometimes it's just what it takes. So, I mean, I don't want to get too over anxious with this team, but I am pretty disappointed in how this season has started, and I'm pretty disappointed in the games that we've played, especially. I mean, 4 points out of our starting center on a team that's struggling to score offense, we just can't have that. I mean, DeAndre's got to do more than that. So, anyway, we'll see. But here is the Warriors box score, and that is pretty much going to do it. So, yeah, next episode will be against the Bulls. That'll be out hopefully tomorrow. I'm going to keep trying to post these daily if I can. If I ever don't post this daily, it's not because I don't want to. It's usually just because I can't, and I apologize for that. But that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. I'm out. Peace.